Hey everybody, how's it going this week? Welcome back to another Book of the Week podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Jonathan Portukalian, and I am the host here at the Book of the Week podcast. I love this show, and I started it trying to learn and push myself to become better, and I hope this does the same to you. So, with that in mind, let's get started. We have Sell It Like Serhant by Ryan Serhant. Ryan Serhant is a co-star in Bravo's hit show, $1 Million Listing New York, and the star of Sell It Like Serhant. Ryan fell into real estate by accident after giving up his acting career. He made just over $9,000 his first year in business. 10 years later, Ryan leads a team of 60 brokers and averages $1 billion in sales every year, making him one of the most successful real estate agent brokers in the world. He lives in New York City with his wife, Amelia. This guy is a complete insane animal, man. This guy, talk about commitment, dedication. That's Ryan Serhant. This book is awesome. I remember when it came out, and I was like, okay, I gotta do this book. This book's good. And it turned out to be amazing. He narrated the audio version, and it is incredible. So you definitely have to check that out. Let's get into it. Energy, enthusiasm, endurance, education. Okay, those are 4 things that Ryan looks for in people when they come onto his team. Now, the education is a bonus part, but if you have the correct energy, enthusiasm, endurance, you're going to be a good fit. And that's definitely a lot. It's so true, because when we're hiring new people in our company, the positive energy, the big goals, and enthusiasm to get things done, to become better, and endurance, man, just keep on pushing, keep on striving. And then if they know something about the building and doing stuff, that's even more of a bonus. But those are literally the 3 things we look for. So he's got it dead on. So Ryan Serhant's super cool. You can find him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. The guy's everywhere. He's got a daily vlog out that's super cool. And in this whole book, he talks about selling it like Serhant. It's his way on how he became who he is. And the thing is, there's a big correlation between the great salespeople of our time. One of them's Grant Cardone, the best. There isn't anybody better. Ty Lopez, Ryan Serhant, Jordan Belfort. Who else? There's plenty more, believe me. These people are incredible. They all have one thing in common. And that is dedication, commitment, and customer service. I just made those up, but that's actually they all have those in common, for sure. The customer service part is insanely crucial to any business that people don't understand how crucial. It drives a lot of your referral business. It drives a lot of your loyal customers and people coming back. It's such an important part of your business, and most people just completely forget about. They think their product will be good enough and sell itself. Well, it doesn't work like that, okay? This is the real world. It doesn't work like that at all. Customer service is key. Working the deal over customer service is a big mistake in real estate. And when you do that, man, people can see through that. and they get sketched out, they get just the trust goes away. I mean, there's so many little things that happen when you're just trying to sell them something instead of trying to help them. And that's the best salesman. They help people, they don't sell them. That's what makes them truly great. I got a buddy who's in sales, one of the best. He sells cars, and there ain't nobody in that whole organization who beats him. And so it's all about customer service, man. He's number one for customer service. And so that's it. How many referrals he's gotten from customer service, quality customer service, is crazy how much more money he's made. And so it's just a big payoff. So I'm just gonna shoot off a bunch of little facts that I've got notes here, and I'm just gonna shoot off like a lot of little things here, and you can take them and apply them to what you're doing, and let's do that. Contacts are currency. This is a very valuable concept for real estate, especially, but for anybody. Your contacts are your currency. Knowing people, who you know, is a very big part. People coming up from the old days, like my dad, it's all about who you know. You can't do this because it's all about who you know. And I'm like, well, you got to build those relationships. It's true. You got to build the relationships. You want it, got to build it. Okay. Follow up. These are all sales tactics, man. These are it. This is the correlation between everybody. That's great. It's all the same. Your follow up. You need a follow up schedule. You have to create that. I'm working on that in our company right now, and so that's an important one. Try to meet 3 people per week. When he was in New York trying to do stuff, he was trying to meet 3 people, at least 3 people a week, or a day, actually. This is per day. He was trying to meet at least 1 person a day, or 2 to 3. And he actually joined 2 gyms across the city, and he would work out there twice a day. And he would just meet new people, and just being creative with how he connected with people. And that was another big part of his business. And so, constantly getting in front of people. So, he's got, here's a cool one. He's got the 7 stages of the sale. 1, excitement. 2, frustration. Fear. Disappointment. Acceptance. Happiness. Relief. So he goes through that whole process in the book on how his customers would come to him, all excited about it. Let's get the deal done, about to sign the deal. Complications with the deal. They're all frustrated. Then the fear sets in. Oh, should I not have bought this? It was over budget. It's too much money. Then disappointment. It's just like, oh man, I know I spent too much money. I know this is the wrong deal. And then the deal goes through, and then they're just like, then it's acceptance. And they're just like, I did it. I kind of need it, whatever. And then they go through the happiness and be like, I knew I should have bought that because I made more money because this one's over, apartment's right across the street or right above me, went up, and I'm glad I bought now. And then relief. And so, like, his whole strategy is, I didn't explain it near as well as he did, but his whole strategy is creating, and those things are going to happen, period. The seven stages of the sale are going to happen, period. But he controls them all. So that's what makes him so good, is because he controls it. That's what makes him so valuable. So control is insane, is a very must-have in sales, especially on this concept. So the other thing is perseverance and hard work. That's what made him what he was. He was going to be an actor, trying to be an actor in New York, and the thought of going back home in Colorado and work on a cattle farm kept him there and working hard and never stopping. So, excuse me, that drove him to work hard and persevere and stay committed. And he got into real estate just because why not? And he ended up completely loving it. And then booked a couple TV shows. And now he's crazy big now. So, yeah, I love this guy. This guy's so dope. Next, he talks about everything as in like the ball concept. You know, you got ball of communication, ball of the sales, ball of keeping clients. So he calls them balls. All of his balls in order, and however, that's his way of doing and thinking of everything. So he's got a thing. Why balls are dropping. These are 6 things that why balls could be dropping off of, why things could be going through, why deals can be failing, and why you're not getting jobs and clients and customers. Number 1, bad communication. 2, you're replying, not responding. That's the thing, too, with real estate. You're replying, not responding. You should be responding to people. You're not just replying. They're not just some piece of meat or just some unrelated person. They're a very important person. You can be responding to them and not just, I'm just going to reply because they're lucky to have me kind of mindset. You want to be humbled and honored to work with people. You're in the customer building business. Customer, what do you say? Customer, you're dealing with people, man. That's just what it comes down to, okay? And that's what you're trying to sell is people, and you're dealing with people. So that's your business when it comes down to it. Okay, number 3 is you've set unrealistic expectations of the situation. That could be a lot of different things. 4, you don't know your stuff. A lot of people uneducated about their product. That's a big killer. 5, your approach is stale. So just plain, no enthusiasm, no excitement, nobody cares. Number 6, you're focusing on the money. Never focus on the money when you're dealing with people. It's always on the client, period, 100%, every time. So remember that. You know, my buddy sells cars. He never talks about the price. He's just really trying to work within their budget. But when it comes down to it, he's trying to figure out what's the best for them, what they want, what they need. And sometimes people don't know what they need, man. Like, that's your job as a salesman. That's our job. Everybody's a salesman, actually, whether you want to say it or not or admit it. Everybody is a salesman, no matter what you do. But the thing is, some people don't know what they want, so you got to show them what they want. And to show them what they want, you got to know what they need. And so to know what they need, you have to you have to be asking questions and analyzing and dealing with them. You know, that is you're I don't know if I said this already, but you're working customer service. Sales is the customer first, deal second. Period. That's just the way it goes, man. You'll win. Grant Cardone's that way. Ty Lopez that way, selling programs that are a small fraction of what they're worth. Same thing with Grant Cardone. Everything he does, and his approach on sales is all that way. And same as Ty. Ryan Serhant, it's the same thing. It's the customer first. This guy, one thing that's cool, I love this book, is he's got some wild stories in there. Man, just some crazy people from Russia and France buying deals from him. And, I mean, he's just dealing with $30 million valued properties. And he's just super cool. And he did a good job on this book. Very good job. And there's a lot more stuff in here. I mean, he's got I mean, I've got some more notes here, but I'm not going to hit them. I'm just going to leave them in the description, actually. So, one thing he does, though, let's go back to the hiring process. When he's hiring brokers, he says he ignores the first email. And the reason he does that is because the follow-up process is such a huge part of the sale. So when he wants to know how good your follow-up process is to get the job. And follow-up, I've really incorporated follow-up in my life. Like I would always be like, I don't want to bother them. They're busy. They're doing this, doing that. And that's exactly why you should bother them. It's because they are busy. And going out it the right way, you're important. You know that. You got life. You got things to do. You got to get them done. So you need to be on that first list. Okay, so follow-up is king. And so he'll ignore the first email and then see when they follow up. And then he'll email them back, kind of generic email, not really anything. And then he waits till they follow up again. And then that's another deciding factor if he hires them. So that was cool. I really like that. Let me see. Oh, here's another one. Grant Cardone talks about this. They talk about it. They're the same, but he refers them as balls. He said the more balls up approach. All right, keep your pipeline full. Okay, the more balls you have in the air, the more chances you have of closing on those deals. So instead of having, you never rely on one deal, one sale, one customer, one client, ever. Keep your pipeline full. Grant Cardone swears by this. So you never run out of money, business. Always have the next deal going. If it falls through, it's fine. You got another one going. And expect it. That's what's going to happen. So keep your pipeline full. That's a huge thing to remember. So I would say, keep your pipeline full. Create your follow-up schedule. Context or currency. The 7 stages of the sale. And you've got much more. Okay? So I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Share if you liked it. If not, share it anyway. I appreciate you listening or watching wherever you're at. I am going to be leaving all these books, this book in the description below. So you can go check it out on Amazon. It's definitely highly recommend. This is a 5-star out of 5 review. This thing is amazing. Also, I might be doing some books I don't like and review, or maybe if I find a book I don't like and then review it. I'm not sure. I might do that. I think I should. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, you guys, thank you. Be sure to subscribe, whether on YouTube or Apple and Google Play. I really appreciate it. You can find me if you have any questions. I'm on Twitter at jonathanportukalian. Also, if you want, hit me up on Twitter and ask and recommend what's your favorite book. I want to know. Let me know. So, and what book do you want me to review and read and see what my thoughts are? Okay? Peace out, guys.